Hey guys, Oscar here. I hope you're having an amazing day today. I hope you had an amazing Easter with your family. Today I want to talk to you about my 5-day trip to Puerto Rico. It was an amazing trip, very affordable, and I can't believe this belongs to the United States. This island is just gorgeous. And I had a different perspective of Puerto Rico. I thought Puerto Rico was a rocky place since I thought it was a volcanic island. And I thought the beaches were going to be somewhat dark and so on, but I was completely wrong. This is my ignorance. So I was completely amazed by the island and by the people in Puerto Rico. Let's go ahead and talk about real quick about Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is an island that belongs to the United States. It's not a state of the United States, but is a commonwealth of the United States, and it has its own government. And individuals in Puerto Rico are American citizens. Since the island belongs to the United States, you don't need a passport to travel to Puerto Rico. What you need is your ID. And as of May 1st, 2025, you will need a real ID that is required to travel domestically in a plane. So let's go ahead and start with my ticket. The ticket was about $211 from North Carolina. The trip was about 3.5 hours from North Carolina. I left very early, around 7:30 in the morning. I arrived at about 10:30, 10:45 in the morning. I went to get a rental car, which is highly recommended for you to get a rental car. You must do so. It's the most affordable way to get around the entire island. I rented a car. Then after that, I went to the hotel, dropped off my bags, and from there, I went to Old San Juan. My hotel was located in Isla Verde, which is not too far from Old San Juan. Once I went to Old San Juan, I ended up going to the beach El Escambrón, which is located in Old San Juan. This is the best way to mingle with the locals, have some local foods, drink, and you're going to have an amazing time. The water is very calm. It's kind of like a pool. It's very nice and clear. You're going to have an amazing time. Right after that, I drove around Old San Juan and I had dinner at some of the local restaurants. I must repeat this. You should have dinner or lunch or your meals at a local restaurant or a chinchorro, which is the food that you can find on the side of the road. We call it here food trucks or something like that, but over there they call it chinchorros. This is the most affordable way to have a meal. It's nice and delicious, and you're going to completely enjoy it. Why I don't want you to have a meal at a chain restaurant? Because, for example, on day number 2, I ordered a pizza, and the pizza was from Pizza Hut. It was $35, and it's something that you can get anywhere in the United States. So it's not worth it. It's too expensive. I completely do not recommend for you to get meals from a chain restaurant. Then I drove back to the hotel, went to sleep. I woke up very early on day number 2. And on day number 2, I drove all the way to Arecibo. In Arecibo, I went to this beach, which was amazing. This beach you only find in movies. And the specific beach that I went to was La Poza del Obispo. This beach is like a nice pool that has blue waters, clear. It's just gorgeous. Around that area, I went ahead and ate at some chinchorros that were on the side of the road. I spent maybe less than $15, $16 for my entire meal for my daughter and myself, and it included water, lemonades, and so on. So it was completely worth it. Then around 2 p.m., I drove south to La Cascada Gozalandia. This cascada is somewhat in the middle of the island and it's only about 47 minutes south of Arecibo. The waterfall is also great. It has a restaurant. You can go ahead and refresh and have an amazing time here at Cascada Gozalandia. Then after that, I drove back to the hotel. That's where I got the pizza, and the pizza was $30 for something that was not even worth it. I do not recommend it. I went to sleep on day number 3. I just wanted to see Old San Juan. I drove to Old San Juan. I walked around the old town. I visited Castillo San Felipe del Morro. I visited Castillo San Cristobal, and I walked around, shopped a little bit, went to many different restaurants, local restaurants, had breakfast, lunch, dinner. It was a great day. Then late in the afternoon, I went back to the hotel, rested, and on day number 4, I woke up somewhat early and I drove all the way down to the East Coast, which is called Ceiba. My goal was to go to Isla Culebra, which is Culebra Island. The Culebra beach is one of the top beaches in the entire world. You can take a ferry, but since it was a holiday, the ferries were completely sold out. So I could not go to Isla Culebra, but trust me, I will go back to Puerto Rico. Since I was not able to go to the Isla Culebra, I drove around just a little bit, and right on the side of the road, I ran into this beach called Playa Los Machos or Beach Los Machos. The water was nice, clear, warm, blue. It was gorgeous. And I spent some time there. I had an amazing time with my daughter, and it was completely worth it. I ate at some chinchorros very early. Then for dinner, I drove to Liquillo Beach or towards Liquillo Beach, and I went to one of the local restaurants around that area. Once again, it was completely worth it. I had red snapper with French fries, salad, and water. It was so affordable. It was so worth it. Completely worth it. Then I drove back to the hotel. I changed and I walked around a little bit around Old San Juan. Then on my last day, day number 5, I woke up very early. I had some coffee. I had a little bit of breakfast around the local restaurants, and around lunchtime, I went to eat at a local lechonera. Hey guys, I came to eat at La Lechonera Gaby. I got roasted pork, which is pernil, yuca, arroz con gandule, everything for $10. So delicious. This is a meal for 2, pretty much. And it included the water. So in fact, the meal was less than $10. Lechonera Gaby here in Puerto Rico. If you get the chance to come by, just come by and visit them. I'm gonna put the address in the description, but completely worth it. It's my last day here in Puerto Rico, so I'm trying to enjoy every single second. Have a good one, guys. Bye. This makes me want to go back to the island to explore even more. The locals are so helpful, nice. You get to mingle with them. They are willing to help you at all times. And that is such a beautiful thing. Now, Puerto Rico is a Commonwealth of the United States, and you don't need a passport to go to this island. In fact, it is considered a domestic flight. Therefore, all you need is your real ID, which will be implemented as of May the 1st, 2025. Lastly, I hope you liked this video. Please click like, subscribe, and I will bring you more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Lo que te estás perdiendo. Lo que te estás perdiendo.